Well, good evening, everyone. I haven't streamed in a whole week and I've already just lost it. Where's that gone? My chat's gone. Hold on. There we go. I can see you now. Okay. Yeah, haven't streamed in a whole week. It's all gone downhill. As I said, elegantly eating food. That was the long wait. Actually, there's something really weird about the timer. I put it in from like a... Well, I put the timer on the screen, and for some reason, the app that I stream to, that then streams to Twitch, which is how I get the overlays. It gives me two different screens of the timer. So I have the Twitch dashboard, which gives me the timer and the screen, everything that you see. Then I have the app itself, or the software itself, which gives me the stream output and then another screen. And I have two screens on that software. And like those timers give me completely different times, not only to each other, so one screen will say one, the screen in the top corner will say another, but then the Twitch stream will say something completely different as well. Because I'm, like, for some reason behind in my own stream or something. So I don't really ever know when to go live. Like, I start the timer, and then I'm just kind of like guessing. I'm like, okay, now this screen says it's done. And I have forgotten that I am in game chat. I don't like doing that. I always forget that I've gone into game chat beforehand, and then I end up streaming, and then I just shout into game chat. It's not very professional of me now, is it? Hi Strong, hi Solly, how are you doing? Hold on. Oh my, that was my Twitch chat. Oh god, I've lost it. I've lost it all. I've lost my my touch, whatever that was. There you go. You can have some shout-outs. Ugh, I feel like it's been so long. You're so happy. What makes you so happy? I'm doing okay. Like I said, I haven't streamed in an entire week, and it's just gone. Like, I come back to streaming after a week, and it's this. Sorry if this stream is a mess. Also, sorry, thank you so much for subscribing again for your second month. I hope you continue to enjoy the emotes. Maybe there'll be more someday. Not anytime soon, though. That wasn't a hint. We're not working on anything. So happy about my new name. Oh yeah, true. I saw that. One of my friends use it. Every time someone uses it, I just get really, really happy. Well, that's a good sign. I have to say, not only does it suit you, but it's a really, really cool name. I feel like it's got a very fantasy vibe to it, and like, I don't know, like an NPC in one of the fantasy games would be called Willow Sage, and then you're like, oh wow, that's a cool name. It is. Did I do all my writs? I did. That's a first. I usually make my way to the writ boxes, and then I realise I've missed something. Did all the writs that I need to. I'm not doing enchanting right now. Solistari, how are you doing today? Were you worried about a boring fishing stream? I don't think you should be. It's very witchy and magical. It came on meditating. Nice. That is definitely my vibe. For sure. The plan for today is to get done with the Orsinium quests. I forgot that Orsinium had quests because I thought they'd be really boring. So we're going back to the old Orky place. And we're going to see what it's all about. It should be interesting. I don't know much about the orcs. They aren't like my favourite lore. I very much love the Tribunal. Which is ironic because I tend to do my writs in Vardenfell in Vivek City. But I feel like it's just a very convenient place to do your writs. Oh, actually, something that I did do today, because this is, I believe, the last day of Mid-Year Mayhem. Yes, it is. I actually got just enough tickets. I have exactly 10, and I can get the last piece. Of the pet morph thing. Oh, I don't think it morphs straight off this piece. I think you need multiple pieces from different events or something. That's what I heard. Yeah, you need some different pieces, which I'm sure will come with Justice Festival. And whatever's after that, I don't know what is after. What is after Justice? I was a bit worried, but I'm just going to go for it. Feeling okay today. Work was hectic, and I'm still struggling with the fallout of my throat infection. That is not nice. Can't complain really though. The positivity among all that. Could be worse. Where am I going? I'm going to Orsinium. I have all of the things here. I have done one quest, and I must have done it a long time ago. But there are 13 of them, and I feel like that's a lot. How many were there for Somerset? 9, see? Vardenfell there were 7. For Merkmire there were 7. Let's have a look at other DLCs. Elsewhere there were 8. Southern Elsewhere there were 6. What do we have in Thieves Guild? 6, and the Dark Brotherhood had 11. That's a lot of quests for a little place. They have 11, but I feel like they went overboard with the Wrothgarr 13. 13 quests. It's crazy. Let's continue with Zone's story. Witches Festival? I think before that it's the Undaunted Festival, probably. Are we taking a trip to Morcom? I think we are. No? Yeah? Oh, it's just that. That's fair. Should have a way shrine there. Haven't done anything for the Mid-Year Mayhem, and to be honest, I've never done any PvP at all yet. No, I am not a big PvPer. I do enjoy going in from time to time. I'm not going to say I'm one of those people who hate it and don't want to go in unless I have to. But I do enjoy it from time to time. I'm not really that good at it. But when it came to the event, I was like, definitely need to go in. I think Nessies are doing through in a couple of weeks, but that is probably too late. Yeah. Yes, it is.
Kruger, where are you?
There, that's where we were going. I totally lost it for a sec. I was like, what's happening again? Talk to the Forge Mother, Alga in Orsinium in Wrothgarr. That's a mouthful. That's a really long quest, like, objective. Talk to Forge Mother Alga in Orsinium in Wrothgarr. I feel like they've refined everything these days.
Outsider, I would speak with you.
Then again, that's the Zone guide. That was pretty recent. I don't know what... Yeah.
So our ambassador finally found you. Took a damn time. But you're here now, and that's what counts. Welcome to Orsinium. Amazing.
Let me know if the game sound is okay.
Place, isn't it?
Or if you need it to be louder.
Can do anything when we work together.
I found out where the Winterborn took the stolen
The damn
supplies,
Breachmen and their
whatever
foul
they are,
magic.
in that
It
last quest we did
provides
1,000 years
the
ago.
Winterborn with an unlimited number of soldiers to send against us. Even so, our soldiers have dispatched all but one of their warlords. That bastard, Yothon Iceheart. Where are the supplies?
Frostbreak Fortress. I heard Iceheart himself guards them.
Trinimac smiles upon us then. My son, King Kurog, has already traveled to Frostbreak Fortress to deal with Warlord Iceheart directly. Without a strong leader, the Winterborn threat will fade away. You must go and tell the king about the supplies.
Wasn't Iceheart the... Isn't he a big Atronak in that dungeon? I'll go help King Korok.
There are two things my son can't resist. Food and battle. When he learned of Iceheart's location, he rushed to deal with the warlord personally. Help him end the threat and recover the supplies. The unification of the Orc clans depends on it.
Okay. Well, how does... What, dealing with the warlord help unite the Orcs exactly?
The Winterborn pose a threat to all of Wrothgarr. Yothon Iceheart in particular has long been a thorn in our side. The king issued the order to invite you to our land. If the Winterborn are defeated thanks to that order, the clans will take notice.
I was told that the Orcs didn't like being called Orcs. I thought they... Like, their preferred was, like, the Orsma. Because technically they were elves. And I mean, if I mean, you know... If I was ever turned into an Orc, I would... much rather not be called Orc. Just forget my elven heritage. Doesn't the king have an army?
Of course, but many of our best warriors are off helping the Alliance. Besides, the other clan chiefs are too busy seeking their own glory. My son needs someone at his side who has nothing to prove. Someone without an axe to grind. Someone like you.
Someone like you. Okay, I know where to meet him. Let's go. Frostbreak Fortress. Where is this now? It's all the way down there. Back to the Way Shrine. I have been actually really wanting to get back to Dragon Age as well. It's been a while since we've streamed Dragon Age. Just because, you know, I have played through the main story before. But I wanted to go through on stream because the outcome of the main story wasn't the way I wanted it to be. It's kind of like slight differences to the endings. And it was pretty much the opposite of what I wanted. So I want to go through this time and make it all right and take the route that I want to. There's a main quest here and there's a main quest over here. But I haven't played through the DLCs, which is something I really want to do. Excuse me.
You can count on that. Then maybe this victory will finally convince you and the other chiefs to fully accept my claim to the throne.
I thought he was a king.
Do you always just barge into the king's tent without so much as a by your leave? Who in the name of First Forge do you think you are, troll breath?
Chat and fish at the same time. Okay, sounds good. Are you looking for something? Are you looking for a lead or something? Or is the fishing like relaxation, like meditation, meditation fishing? I suppose that could work. I'm Alexilia. Your mother sent me to help you.
So, you're one of the outsiders my mother's been harping about. I'm Kurog, king of the Orsimer. Welcome to my war. Your timing's perfect. I'm just finishing this damn fine leg of chubloon. You hungry? I do enjoy a good meal before a fight.
No thanks. I have news. The stolen supplies are inside the
It's a good thing
fortress.
that that's where we're going, then. This siege was taking too
Oh,
long.
the angler. Yeah.
Your fawn ice
No, I
heart
really
is
want
the
that too.
last of the
I've actually
Winterborn
wanted
warlords. Frankly,
the zone
I'm ready to be
clearance
done
for a
with it.
really long time.
He knows we're
Just to
coming, so
walk
I'm
into a zone and
expecting
know that
good
I've done
fights.
everything in it is very nice. So I'd like to, like, as long as I can get all the achievements, and that way I know that when a new DLC comes out, I've got to completely focus on that area, and that's it. I actually want to catch up, which was one of the reasons I needed to finish the quests here. It's good that we were going then. This siege was taking way too long anyway. Iceheart is the last of the Winterborn warlords, and frankly, I'm ready to be done with him. Okay. He knows we're coming, so I'm expecting a good fight. You told him we're coming?
You bet your arse I told him we were coming. Fair's fair. And it probably scared the ice water out of his veins. I want to see you in action. You lead, I'll follow. Now, let's go kill old Iceheart. Then we can return to Orsinium and feast.
Works for me, let's go.
We need to find a way into that fort to get to Iceheart. Talk to the siege commanders and see if they can get us inside.
Hit the Winterborn with everything we've got.
Ha! Now that's us. Look at those catapults fly.
Found an amazing checklist and it gave me completionist vibes. Also, any bonus perfect row would be cool.
Look at those
Yeah.
catapults fly.
That is
I'm
something.
amazed the towers can withstand the punishment. The Bretons must have used orc crafters, and they built that place to last. But never fear.
The Bretons use orc
We have
crafters?
them right where we want
What are they
them.
shooting at? Oh, the towers. Well, I'd say they've done a pretty good job at crumbling them.
Look at those catapults. Kirog
What's going on
summoned
here?
the chiefs of Wrothgarr to besiege the Winterborn. One of our biggest problems are those Briarheart monstrosities. For every one we kill, 2 more take its place. I know there's a solution, but damn if it doesn't keep eluding us.
So what's your
We
plan?
need to get inside the fort. Find out where they're spawning those abominations. But the damn harpies. We can't walk 5 steps without becoming bird food. Siege Commander Dolph's working on a plan. I hope it's a good one, for all our sakes.
I'll talk to the siege commander Dolph and see if I can help.
This is the Winterborn's final stand. We destroy the
What are they spawning?
Briarhearts while Kirog deals with
Abominations.
Winterborn with Iceheart. If we succeed, Kirog will
I wonder-
have ended a threat that is
Sounds like a flesh atronach if you ask me.
Maybe then
The
we'll
Harpies
start
and
seeing
Winterborn are working together?
Surprising, isn't it? We're pretty sure they're all connected through the Hag Ravens, or whatever you call those ugly old hags. It wouldn't surprise me if the Briarhearts are also their creation. They're all vile, the lot of them.
The Briarhearts. Oh.
Safe until all of the Winterborn are dead.
What can you tell me about the
The
Briarhearts?
Briarheart warriors are like the undead, only worse. They talk to each other.
Fair
think
enough.
on their own. Behave just like any other soldier. But there's no way they're alive. Not with half their chest hanging wide open.
Their chests hang
I
open?
guess you haven't experienced a
Do they
Winterborn
now?
raid yet. You can actually see their foul
Oh, wait.
hearts beating inside their open chests. Except
That's
they aren't
right.
hearts at all. More like some sort of malignant growth. It's
The
unsettling
Briarhearts.
to say the least.
Don't they rip out their own hearts? And replace it with Briarhearts? I don't know, something like that. I'm no lore master.
If you don't find the alchemist and destroy those nests, we'll never break this siege.
You heard him, for the king!
Off you trot.
Get down!
Oh my god.
Damn it!
Looks like
Well,
General
there's more
Dolph
soldiers
could
that way.
use a hand.
Wow.
You brought the king here? Then welcome to our siege camp. Sorry you had to see those damn harpies at work. I'm not sure King Korok should be walking around out in the open, but I've got a barrel full of my own worries to deal with.
How can I help?
If you want to become bird food, I'm not going to stop you. And after losing more soldiers to the harpies, I'm ready to accept any help I can get. Besides, anything is better than what the little wood elf was able to accomplish.
Little wood elf?
Sent her in with a squad of orcs to deal with the harpy nests on the towers. Figured if the nests were on fire, the distraction would allow another squad to get in and put an end to the Briarhearts. but both groups have disappeared without a trace.
I mean, let's be honest. Describing a wood elf as little isn't very descriptive. I can try find your missing squads.
Volunteer. I appreciate that kind of go-get-'em attitude. If you do manage to find either of the missing squads, remind them that they have their orders. I expect them to complete their missions. The outcome of this siege depends on them.
How do you recommend I approach the
The
fortress?
main path is too well defended. You'll be a lamb led to the slaughter if you go that way. Our siege provides some cover, so you might be able to sneak around the left side of the fort. And the right side is clear, except for the harpies.
Tell me about the 2 squads you sent
I sent
inside.
the wood elf and one squad to set fire to the harpy nests. The other squad is supposed to find the source of the briar hearts and put an end to that threat. But everything hinged on dealing with the harpies. We just can't get past the birds.
How are they supposed to set fire to nests at the top of
My
towers?
siege engineers can easily calibrate the trebuchets to launch direct strikes against the airy towers. They just need something to target. That's the first squad's mission. Mark the airy so we can knock it out of the sky. The Winterborn zombies? Not much. Our alchemist, Alinen, has some experience dealing with the Reach. He thinks the hag ravens grow the hearts, planting them and harvesting them like grapes from a vine.
Ooh.
A disgusting image, I know, but that's Alinen.
They grow
That's
hearts?
what Alinen thinks. As long as he can put a stop to the foul things, I don't care how crazy his ideas sound. But he's with the second squad, somewhere on the other side of those walls. Without Alinen, things get much more complicated.
Well, that's okay, because I know a little alchemy myself. Hello, Mastercrafter. And I'm sure there are some more alchemists somewhere. You know, I met an alchemist in Skyrim. We could get Fenorian on this. It's kind of weird to think that in retrospect that hasn't happened yet. Are those rocks floating? No, it's not, but it looks like it. Where am I going? Was I supposed to go through the door? No, that's not happening. Where's my entrance? Rendezvous with the orc squads. Where was that? Where did they want me? Somewhere over there. This looks promising. Not here for you, I'm here for the orcs. Excuse me, coming through.
Let no Winterborn get past you.
Okay, this worked out. This was the way.
They stopped. Soldiers, lower your weapons. Looks
Coming
like
in.
Reinforcements have arrived.
I'm coming in. They actually expected you
You
to
and the king have come to our
jump over
aid.
it all.
We're honored. But we've been trapped in here for too long. We still have a mission to complete.
How did you wind up getting trapped
Once
in here?
again, we underestimated the Winterborn's capabilities. They caught scent of us.
Oh,
as
you
soon
went
as we
all
penetrated the
brute
walls.
force.
Harpies from above, Winterborn from all sides. We lost a lot of soldiers before we were able to take refuge in this tower.
What's your squad's
We
mission?
need to get our archer into position to mark the Harpy Eyries.
They were
so
the
that our
marking
catapults
ones.
can target them and destroy them. We lost all of our archers. The wood elf's all we have left. I hope she's as good of a shot as she claims to be.
Any idea where the second squad may
Our
be?
squad split off right after we entered the fortress. They're protecting the Breton alchemist who's supposed to be able to put an end to the Briarheart threat.
But it doesn't matter if they're dead or alive if we don't deal with the harpies.
Is there anything I can do to
You
help?
can clear us a path to the towers. We can get the elf into position so she can loose her signal arrows. Then the catapults can do their work. We need to hurry. We've lost too much time already.
Perfectly good troops to the
Go.
Wrothgarr.
Take it, we're going upstairs. Ooh. Can King Korok... He can teleport. Wow. Is that where we were going? Oh no, we were going down. I went upstairs for no reason. Alright. Help me go. Come on, King Korok, teleport. Where is he? There he is. You even... Oh, you are. I was like, is that even King Korok? Through the door. Ugh. Oh. What is this? Museum piece. A goblet emblazoned with the seal of the fort. Some orcs believe it imbued restorative powers on any liquid drunk from it. Donate this to Curator Umutha and the House of Ozma Glories in Orsinium. It's like a mural thing. I didn't know Orsinium had one of those.
Keep up, elf. Those harpies aren't going to kill themselves.
So many stairs.
No time for
I feel
complaints
that.
either. We have a mission to complete.
All right. Pushy orc. Just tell me when you want me to make the strike.
Can she even see over the walls?
Gusting winds, flying birds trying to eat us, fire everywhere. But that up there, that's a stationary target that needs an arrow in it. Just tell me when you want me to make the strike.
Loose your arrow, whatever that means. Loose your arrow? Guess she didn't need to see over the wall. There go the harpies. And that nest is no more.
Look at it burn.
Uh-oh. That was a close one. That accent, I know. Just tell me when you want me to make my shot. Schisma? They were harboring harpies. What? I don't think that was the conventional way down. I feel like it would be kind of infuriating to be called a little wood elf. That would imply that you're unusually small for a wood elf, which would be tiny.
The wood elf is right behind me.
Maybe they should stop harping on about it. That was terrible.
I'm getting
What?
really tired of you orcs trying to leave me be... That's strange. Where did the sergeant go? How typical. Now I know why Orsinium put out that call for help. Well, at least you're still here. Let me know when you want me to write the signal.
You just got snatched up.
Do me a favor and don't let any of those filthy harpies get too close. I'd hate to get carried off because I was busy concentrating on making this ridiculously easy strike. Speaking of which, let me know when you want me to loose my arrow.
Loose your arrow.
2 Ares destroyed, no problem. Now, let's find the Breton alchemist.
Okay. What? Yeah.
The Winterborn know how
Where's
to set up
Sackers?
a defense. This will be a battle.
He's over that way somewhere. Oh, that's right, on the other side of the wall. We were here 5 seconds ago. Is the alchemist dead? They're always dead.
The count
Oh,
of 3, I'll just run and not look back. Wait.
are you good?
Well, I'll be damned. I remember you. You helped Darien and me back in Camlorn. Whew, you get around a lot, don't you? Have you come all this way to help me? Maybe we still have a chance to salvage this mission yet.
What happened to your squad?
We were supposed to wait until the nests were destroyed.
I think I could see what happened to the squad as I walked in.
But the Winterborn, they found us, overwhelmed the soldiers. I ran. I'm not proud of it, but I'm alive. That's what matters.
What's your mission exactly? Am I joking? He just said to find the source of the Briarhearts.
Has to destroy the source of the Briarhearts, and I've
How can those monsters be natural?
But I need to get inside to confirm it. I need to see how they're applying their magic. That will lead me right to the source of the Briarhearts. But you'll need to keep me alive. A lot of people are counting on me to succeed.
Are we ready then?
Nothing else we can do out here. Let's get inside.
How did you get selected for this mission?
I was the only alchemist available. I wish I wasn't, but here I am.
Fair.
Besides, they needed someone who had some experience with the Reach. Of course, I never expected to end up in the middle of a siege.
Okay. Okay. It was a bit obnoxious of me to come in, see a bunch of dead bodies, run this way, and then ask, what happened to your squad? Oh no. Where did they all go? This is this way. No need to jump.
Oh, good. You found him.
Oh wow, that's pretty. I like it. I wanted to sit under it. That's a nice loading screen. I like that.
Ready when you
Come,
are.
follow me. If my suspicions are correct, we shouldn't have any trouble finding what I'm looking for.
I've got the whole team behind me. Where are we going? Oh, just anyway, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think the trees are red for the nice reason. Just a hunch. You know how leaves change colour depending on like the colour of the liquid that they drink? I think something similar happened here. I think. I mean, it looks like it. It could just be autumn, you know. It could be autumn. It could also be the product of evisceration. And that's okay. Because that happens sometimes. It happens to the best of us. The product of evisceration. We're going the right way. It's down this way. Drop a meteor on the bad guys. Each and every one of them turn to ash. Up the stairs. Hagraven in the way. What were you just doing, standing at the top of the stairs? Sometimes the positioning of these enemies is questionable. Like, I understand I needed to fight you, but why were you standing, staring down at the top of the stairs?
If my suspicions are correct, we shouldn't have any trouble finding what I'm looking for.
We're all going to die
Oh
down here, aren't we?
my god.
Keep your eyes open. We're looking for a plan.
This is
for a
the
route,
entrance.
something that doesn't
I just
appear
needed to
quite
let them
natural.
talk. We're looking for a plant or root, something that doesn't appear to be quite natural.
Something
Yeah, I think
odd,
that
out
might
of
be that.
place. Something like this. Now there's something you don't see every day.
That was the product of evisceration, remember?
Growing out of a corpse. I'd say this is what we're looking for. This
Could be
something
fake.
is but a root, however. A small part of a greater whole.
So the hearts grow on these tiny trees?
Reach magic corrupts nature. It uses its
I've seen it
innate
firsthand.
properties to forge terrible
You don't know
powers.
about the Harrow Storms, but they were
Briar
awful.
require a larger plant to nurture them and make them grow. But this vile sapling is certainly connected. I can feel energy flowing through it.
So what does that mean exactly?
We need to destroy some of these saplings. Cut off their power to weaken the central tree. Once weakened, I can apply an alchemical solution to the central tree, wherever it grows, and hopefully destroy it, roots and all.
Why don't we just find and destroy this central tree?
Reach magic invades nature, the way a plague violates an infirm body. It changes its host, taking hold and letting its corruption grow stronger. It creates defenses, barriers that can't be easily overcome. It needs to be weakened before we lay siege.
So what do you want me to do?
Find the
Is
saplings
that
and
not
burn
obvious? I need to destroy the
the
saplings.
sapling I helped you.
What does it say?
No, not exactly.
How confident are you that this will work?
Barbarian cure lycanthropy in a burning town full of cultists and werewolves. If I can mix a potion in those kinds of conditions, I think I can handle anything.
You'd be surprised. Remember the Harrow Storm thing I was talking about? They were quite literally trapped souls in jars. Trapped and used for bad things. I mean, we don't do that here. We take souls and reward you with
As the only king in this dank place, you'd think I'd get to burn one of those saplings.
ageless immortality.
Good deal. Suppose I have servants to do such things.
Did the tree scream? Is that what we were hearing?
I do love a good roasting.
There were no one in these cages when I first came through.
What sad little creatures you are.
Willem, come back. Are we not allowed to free Willem?
You think you are clever, burning tiny saplings, but they are mere children compared to our beloved tree. Your actions do not surprise me. Orcs and allies all believe they are stronger than the Reach. Foolish even to the end.
And why are you locked away exactly?
Preparing myself. Going through the ritual period of solitude before they place the Briarheart in my body. Once I take my place as a Briarheart warrior, I
down upon the orcs who befoul our land.
You're kind of angry, aren't you?
Angry? I am burning with a righteous rage. Once I have joined the ranks of the Briarheart warriors, that anger will fuel my vengeance and bring justice to my people.
I know, filthy orcs. What have the orcs done to deserve your vengeance?
What haven't the orcs done? They claim land that rightfully belongs to the Reach. They attack and kill my people. They eat food that should be eaten by Winterborn. They are animals. Not even the help of outsiders will save them from my wrath.
Okay, they were elves. They were elves. And if this land belongs to the Reach, why didn't the Reach have it before the orcs did? This is my question, and I feel like it's a good one. Also, I've quite literally killed gods, so I don't think your wrath is gonna do too much. But what do these Briarhearts do?
Magic you will never understand.
I'll humour you.
To receive a Briarheart is a precious gift. To receive one while I'm still alive, that is a singular honor. The Hag-Ravens give us these gifts, even as they care for the tree upon which the sacred fruit grows.
And this tree...
Terrible enemy you are. You don't even know about the source of your own doom. I would feel sorry for you, but instead I just want to kill you even faster.
Even faster. Nana Terra, hi, how are you? How's it? How are you? It's been a very long time. My voice is gone. I've been like trying to drink water through this, but like my voice the past couple of days has just been weak. So, hey Flux, here but lurking. Well, it's good to see you. So glad you're doing this quest line. I mean, giving it a go. I forgot that I didn't do it because it's been so long. But I'm glad that you're good. And it's good to see your face again. Well, your name, I guess. I can't really see your face. It sounds like you don't know anything about this tree either. You just call it your tree.
Fruit's life. It is strong, powerful, eternal. It cannot be destroyed. It hates you, you know, because you burn its babies. I will kill you for doing that too, once I get my briar heart.
Okay. There won't be any more hearts once we destroy the tree.
You think you can destroy our eternal tree with fire and axes? Your tools are useless. The tree's roots run strong and deep. But please, feel free to give it a try. The Hag-Ravens will eat your eyes and use your body for fertilizer.
Uh-huh. It was a good chat. I wish there was an option to eviscerate. We could make him into a tree. See how he likes it. Since he loves the great tree so much. Oh my god, yeah, you should be able to make him into a tree and put him in your house. But I understand this quest came out long before housing did. I think housing has to be one of the craziest and best updates they've ever done. That and one Tamriel. I mean, that needed to happen.
So, I don't suppose you maybe might have seen Alanon on your way back? Maybe?
Maybe? What happened to Alanon? What did he do? Did he run off? Did he turn into a tree?
It wasn't my fault. Alanon sent me to get him some moss that grows on the walls down here. When I got back, the alchemist was gone.
Okay. It's so expensive, and I'm telling you, I would have so much more money for the guild if I didn't do housing. But I can't not now. Every weekend I am at the trader, the luxury furniture, and I am buying it all. And I thank the great housing gods above when it's not expensive. When I only have to spend like 100k, that's really nice. Because then I'll usually spend like 300k and then, I don't know, sell it in the guild stores later on. I have to agree, it is so worth it. Hello, Anea. I'll get you your shout out since Eflux is lurking. Someone is fanning. Someone's a fan. You doing good? I am doing good. Innocent look. She's got a pretty innocent look. You suit each other. We have to find the alchemist.
That's an excellent plan. But you should take this. Elenon said it was the last ingredient he needed to finish his elixir. I don't see his alchemy bag, so he must have the rest of the components with him. If the tree hasn't eaten them yet.
So once I found out about the luxury furniture, I was like, buy gold! We all were. Trust me, we all were. The tree ate Alanon?
No, of course not. At least, I don't think it ate him. But he told me that the Winterborn plant briarheart seeds in dead bodies. The seed eats the body, sprouts roots, and nourishes the tree. Or something like that. I wasn't really listening.
Yes, but it eats corpses, right? Not bodies. Like, ones that still have life in them. You have no idea where we should look for him?
I went that way to gather the moss, so he must have gone the other way. Probably turned right at the bend.
It would have been more descriptive, instead of calling her Little Elf, to say, like, you know, slightly...
Don't blame the elf. She was just following orders.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I need more soldiers like her in my army.
Shrubby is still leveling Necro Banana. Well, the fact that the Necro's Banana is good enough for me. So you take all the time in leveling it. All the time you need. But I hope you got some event tickets this time round. I think it's a really cool idea what they did with the Impresario's new pet thing. How it's going to eventually like evolve to be a house, like a free house at the end. Will definitely gonna be cool. I'm in 3 streams: a birthday stream, yours, and Miri's. I'm trying to keep up. So that's what the lurk's about. I understand. I understand. Try to get the house in the skin. Yeah, that's my goal, I think. I'm not too bothered about the other. I also really want the pet, because it's kind of unique. I never let myself go into 3 streams. Like, I like to support my friendos, but 3 streams is a lot to keep up with. So I'll go to like 2, that's fine, because I can just switch between tabs, you know. Lurk for a minute in the other. I think I'll lurk in 3, but I don't know if I can keep up with 3. Did I miss something new? Shrub has no idea. Shrub didn't read into the event this time. So there's a house. I haven't done the Midget Mayhem for fear of PvP, but if there's a house, no. So this time there isn't. The Impresario is currently selling that orb pet. Like, you know, like the red orb that made of lava that you've probably seen flying around everywhere. But that right now, this event, and I believe next event, will lurk. Will lurk. Oh my god, I've read Eflux's lurk, and I was like, okay. The pet will not lurk. It will evolve into a skin this time. and the skin is currently showcased at the Impresario. You've probably seen it if you've been there. But this time you can get one fragment of the morph. So I'm sure in the Justice Festival they'll release the next one. I don't know how long it's going to take and how many events there are, but towards the end of the year, it will morph into a house. So I think it's a skin, a pet, a mount, and a house. Don't quote me on that. It was something like that. I can't remember if there was 4 or 3. So it's either a skin, a pet, and a mount and a house, or it's like a skin, a mount, and a house, or a skin, a pet, and a house. But you'd be better off worrying about it towards the end of the year if the house is what you're interested in. I can usually do 3. The birthday stream I am mainly lurking until she starts playing Phasmophobia. Yeah, fair enough. If you have a sneaky, you can do the scouting report every day and turn in for 2 tickets. Yep. Jesters and Anniversary should be next. Yes, true, the Anniversary, that usually goes on for a while. Don't know the order either. Jesters is definitely next. It's going to be... Yeah, it was the Mid-Year Mayhem, the Tribunal Celebration event, which is the anniversary of Clockwork City and Vardenfell. Then it's the Jesters Festival, and then you're right, I totally forgot the Jubilee's coming up as well. What are you doing here in a cage above a fire?
I'm being roasted alive. What does it look like I'm doing?
I know, right? Why am I talking to him whilst he's like being roasted?
The elixir was nearly complete when I stumbled into that Winterborn patrol.
Why did you walk away? Let me see if I can figure out how to lower the cage.
We're running out of time and you have a more important task to complete.
Shut
You have to destroy
up, I'm not going to let you roast.
Otherwise, the Briarheart warriors will eventually overrun the orcs. I'll find a way out of here somehow.
I'm sorry, but can you not see? He could step and climb his way out of the cage. He would have to drop a bit, but it's not that much of a long fall. The top of the cage is completely open. He could, like, use the cage as a ladder. It's pretty much shaped the same way. And there he is just banging on the bars. He could just climb over it. It's really not that difficult. What do you want me to do?
Snatched my alchemy bag and grabbed the elixir. I couldn't wait for Evelie, so I found the moss on my own. Of course, that's when I ran into the Winterborn. Anyway, get the elixir and destroy that tree. Finish it.
Oh, so he sent her to find some moss,
There you are.
and then he
I
was like
looking all
impatient.
Hey, how'd Alanon get up there? That doesn't look very safe. We should get him out of there before he cooks, right?
She's a little bit thick, isn't she? Bless her soul.
Not 100% certain, but I bet I could break the chain holding up the cage with a few well-placed arrows.
Pretty sure they just bounce off, but it's worth a try. You help Alanon, I'll go find his elixir.
Sure. Don't worry, I've got this. You don't suppose the cage will shatter on impact, do you?
Well, I guess that's instinctual. You're gonna have to find that out for yourself. Just make sure Alanon doesn't get hurt, alright?
No worries. I never hit anything I'm not aiming at. Well, except for that one time, but that totally doesn't count. I told Bonbon not to move. Go on. I'll take good care of the alchemist.
Well,
Hey,
if he
Alanon,
moved,
I need you to
that's
stay
fair.
very,
Doesn't
very
count.
still so I can get you down.
With a bow and arrow, the cage will drop into the fire with me inside.
Just make sure you tuck and roll.
Oh god, it's gonna be a disaster. Place your bets now, I'll come back and he'll be charred.
I'm almost...
Not quite dead, but he'll be charred. He's an alchemist, I doubt he would climb a ladder. He would have a lackey do it for him. Yes, climb into the ladder and help me climb out of it. So here's the tree. It's a really nice tree. Why can't we have this as a furnishing? Or can we? Is this an achievement furnishing? Got briar hearts growing from it. It's got really nice colour, and I don't think any other tree in the game has that colour. Oh, maybe the... I mean, kind of the purple... The purple Alanor ones you can get from the luxury furniture. Kind of have that look. But it's not quite that shade of, like, burgundy, I guess. It would be a nice tree for the guild house. I bet she has those green those green arrow explosive arrows. Yeah, that's true. That's what we're gonna go with. Aladon's Briarheart Elixir. Aladon crafted this concoction oh my god, specifically to destroy the source of the Briarhearts. The journal. Iceheart's journal. Is it long? It's not. Let's read. Shrub is collecting sky shards for skill. I need to do that actually. I was supposed to do it one Sunday. Yeah, I'll have to pull together the guildies. See if we can go sky shard hunting, because a lot of my crafters need some skill points for their crafting skill. The siege continues. Damn Korok and damn his army of filthy orcs. My Winterborn are actually making progress before the so-called King of the Pig Children returned from his travels abroad and began organising the orc clans. Suddenly my warlords were being hunted down and killed in droves, my bands of warriors scattered to the four winds. But we're going to weather this siege, mark my words. This old Breton fort is a godsend. The stupid pig children will never breach its walls, let alone make it past the harpies. I love watching harpies swoop down and snatch an unsuspecting orc. It's almost as fun as freezing orcs solid, just so I can hear the ice shatter when I smash them into bits. It's a wonder, though, that the Bretons weren't able to pacify this land with construction such as this. They must be even more stupid than the pig children. More supplies arrived today to bolster our stores. Stupid pig children. He really loves saying that. Every caravan they try to bring into Wrothgarr becomes a general store for my Winterborn. A store where we can take what we want and never worry about making a payment. Excuse me. They respawned. Back to the general. Never worry about making a payment. Of course, the outsiders that Korog summoned have been somewhat troublesome. In the end, it won't make a difference. We'll kill them as fast as they arrive. The Hagravens continue to protect the process of growing Briarhearts and using them to create Briarheart warriors. The tree is an impressive piece of magic, especially considering the Hagravens thought of it. That's true. But I never turn down a good idea, no matter where it may originate. Thanks to the Briarhearts, my warriors will never die, and that's why Urfon Iceheart will win this war, and that's why the Winterborn will be victorious. So his idea was to basically create undead but kind of still living people. To rip out the hearts of living people and replace it with a Briarheart. I mean, there's also the bringing up the dead people and placing the Briarheart inside of them and then reanimating them. I don't know, they said that they were dead people that could still talk to each other and comprehend things.
Don't let the Winterborn get close enough to heal it. No! Stop the intruders! The tree must not be destroyed!
What was that? The roots came out. Oh wait, is the tree like trying to fight back or something? Is this a sentient tree? I don't think they're extinguishing anything at this rate. That tree is gone. They call themselves the Winterborn. I don't think that really matters in Orsinium. In Wrothgar it's kind of always winter. I guess that's why you have to differentiate yourself. You know, I was actually born in winter. What word? Sentience?
One more problem solved.
And there we go.
Let's go take care of Ice.
Get out of here.
Done and dusted.
Iceheart and the supplies are still in there. We can't leave yet.
Who said we were leaving? Are you leaving? Am I leaving? All the music went away. Oh, do not mount. They're right here.
I just need to catch my breath. I'll be fine.
They tried to roast you. That's not how we define fine where I come from.
Compared to some of my adventures, this was practically a day at the fair. The wood elf got me out of that cage with a damn fine strike. Damn fine. And you handled the Briarheart tree perfectly. Well done.
Here, she can shoot arrows, but she isn't the sharpest arrow. She isn't the sharpest arrow in the quiver, let's say that. The elixir work. Did the elixir work? Is the source of the Briarhearts destroyed?
Indubitably. I watched the roots
Indubitably.
burn with my own eyes. The siege commander needs to hear about this, so we can press the advantage and put an end to the Winterborn threat. As for me, I'm going to relax. Somewhere in Orsinium with a very large drink.
Now, indubitably, that's a word.
Have your report, soldier. Return to the siege commander, and let's finish off these Winterborn bastards.
Shall we? Wonder why I have to go back in. It's not very nice.
I love being the king.
What, indubitably? Indubitably? I'm gonna have to look like,
Save the Briarhearts!
I feel like in the word indubitably, the T is never really enunciated. So you'd think it would be another D, but it's a T, like indubitably. This is what makes English really hard. I'm confused. Didn't we just deal with the tree? Why is it back? The tree's back. Okay, let's not read into that one. Oh, you know what? I think I was helping that person do their quest. I don't think that was part of my quest. I have to check the achievement furniture here. I don't think I have yet. Again, I've put Orsinium off as a very plain place. Kind of just been like, there. Like there isn't really gonna be good furniture in the Orc land, but maybe there will be. Well, not good furniture, but like furniture that I would like personally. Because I like to either go like the rough barbarian look or the refined Alanor look. Ice Heart's lair.
So, the king of the pig children has come to die.
I don't recall the achievement. Yeah, we'll actually have a look at that in a minute.
And so will you.
Hi!
I love it when my enemies mock me. Helps me work up a good rage.
You treat everything like a joke.
How do you like that?
Your existence was a joke.
Bastard? Dishonor them? Iceheart's blade is mine. Now maybe the clans will finally accept my rule. You don't know how good that feels. Your fun Iceheart is finally dead. Imagine you ate too much, and try as you might, you can't get out that really big belch. Then, finally, you let out a thunderous burp. Yes, that's how I feel right now.
I can't say I've ever experienced that, but is the siege over now?
For practical purposes, yes. The remaining Winterborn will put up a fight, but without a warlord, my soldiers should be able to wrap this up in short order. As for me, I can't wait to show off my trophy to the clan chiefs.
Trophy? He's taking his head, isn't he?
Iceheart's fancy
Oh, sword. Okay. It wasn't quite as grim.
Might even convince the fence sitters to finally accept me as the rightful king of all the Orsimer.
What's our next move?
I want to check on the supplies the Winterborn stole from us, and get them ready to transport back to the city. Meet me at the keep when you're finished here. I want you there when I tell the chiefs what we accomplished today.
Okay. Scarp Keep. Is there anything over here? Any law books to plunder? Looks like we're leaving. Let me out of the next hole. Let me out, let me out. Alright, where are we off? Where are we going? Oh, that's in Orsinium. That's fine. Well, before we return to Scarp Keep, we're going to take a tiny little break, and I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
If you throw up on me, I'm going to knock you off of there. Count on it. Come see for yourself. Finest quality merchandise.
I have returned. Let's go. Just gotta keep. Oh, actually, while we're here, achievement finisher, right there. Just judging by the fact that I have no recollection of this place, I actually don't think I've ever looked at the furnishers, have I? What do you have? Clotheslines? I don't think that's new. That's sort of like personal to Orsinian. Nothing else though. Nothing special. Okay. Throne of the Orc King. It's very plain. But that's the orcs for you. They just like their stone. The Orsinium cart. Guess that's kind of cool. Totem. I don't know how I feel about that. Pretty cool. I could actually use that. Orc adventuring backpack. I love how it has a wood panel on the back. That's really creative. Wrothgarr Explorer achievement, and then the Fur Throne is a slightly comfier and downgraded version of the Orc Throne. The King Throne, even. They sold them on the luxury vendor too. What totems? Oh, I'm sure they sold something like it. I did buy all of them, I'm sure. I'll have to go have a look.
Can't you see I'm busy?
I'm so glad you looked here. I need a refresher. I like to have these memorized. So do I. When someone asks where something comes from, I'm like, oh, it came from here when, like, around this time. And I bought it when it was this. Just like being an absolute Wikipedia nerd. Coming through. Excuse me. Bye. Scarkeep. It's not the nicest name. The loading screens for Orsinium are quite thought out. I feel like that's better than a lot of other loading screens I've seen.
My hunters brought in an entire herd this morning.
We should have enough for the feast then, depending on how hungry the king is.
Your hunt daughter. She told my Koskra she could marry whoever she wanted. Tradition be damned.
Isn't that what the king wants? Toss out the old and in with the new?
Can you imagine the chaos? Sometimes I don't know what the king is thinking.
Oh my god, it's all his wives. He's got a hunt wife, a forge wife, a hearth wife. Wow.
We didn't come for a sermon, priestess. I'm just here
Good
to
for him,
see Kurog.
I guess.
I meant no offense, Chief Wrothgarr. I only seek to spread Trinamac's good words.
Again with these Trinimac lies. Let me show you what Malakat thinks of your stupid words.
Although I wouldn't
Your
want that.
anger is
I don't think
uncalled
anyone
for,
would.
Chiefs. Please excuse us, Wrothgarr. I see our champion has returned.
They pulled you into their madness? How disappointing.
I am underestimated all the time. Don't you know what I've done? Do you know who I am?
As you can see, the clan chiefs can be a contentious lot. They oppose King Kurog at every turn, especially on matters of faith. But tell me, was Kurog successful? Did you defeat the Winterborn warlord?
The Winterborn warlord is dead. King Korog asked me to meet him here. Not the Winterborn, the king.
I knew you'd be able to help Kurog in his mission. Perhaps now the other clans will see that Kurog is destined to lead us all. Once all the clans unite, just imagine the power we will wield.
She seems a bit power hungry. In fact, they both do. Why are these chieftains here?
The king sent for them. They are a few of the more vocal opponents to my son's plans, and they refuse to bend their knees to him.
They don't agree with King Korog?
They are blinded by centuries of custom and tradition. They refuse to see the glory that King Kurog wants to bestow upon us all. Instead, they stick their heads in the mud like a frightened Argonian and pretend that the old ways are so much better.
She really loves her son. Okay. And I've just realised she's called Forge Mother because his dad had multiple wives. So he also has a Hunt Mother and a Hearth Mother. I think that's what's going on anyway. And King Korog wants to change that.
My son wants to free us from the traditions that hold us back. They mire us in outdated notions and restrictions. We need to become a modern society if we want the other kingdoms to respect us, to take us seriously. King Kurog will make that happen.
I understand.
Excellent. The time has come. Swear allegiance to me. Orsinium will prosper once the clans unite under my rule.
This again, Kurog? Why should we submit to you this time?
Behold, I wield the blade of Iceheart. With the help of outsiders, I have vanquished our greatest foe and retrieved the stolen supplies. The chiefs could not stop the Winterborn. Only I have accomplished that.
You asked much, Kurog, to turn away from Malakath, to abandon our most cherished customs.
Basrog, my old friend, your outdated ideas will be the death of me.
Don't tempt us, Kurog. Our traditions won't bend to the will of an idiot chief who decides to call himself
King! Idiot! Chief! I am your
Oh?
king. You would all do well to remember that. Now get out of my sight!
You embark on a dangerous path, Kurog. We won't forget this.
Treasonous bastards! I just saved their ungrateful arses, and this is the thanks I get? I even showed them Iceheart's sword. How can I create a united nation when the chiefs refuse to accept my rule?
Was that a typical example of your usual meetings?
More often than not, yes. There's always some fool who wants to quote the Code of Malakath.
Well, then that's why.
It infuriates me. How can we build a respectable kingdom when we can't even abandon our most ridiculous superstitions?
Well, King Korog, people don't usually accept children to rule them. Did you really need to kill the chief?
Argak, it was all I could do not to kill all three of those troll lovers. Let Bosrog and Dular think about what happened. I only hope they can set aside old traditions and accept the future I envision. Their support would make things much easier.
Do you need anything else from me?
For now, no. Go explore Wrothgarr and get to know this great city. Enjoy yourself. When you're ready for a new challenge, find me at my private tavern in the city. I'm sure I'll have something that requires your specific skill set by then.
Okay. Off to the guard captain. He's going to be the evil one. He's going to be the evil one that we have to fight against, because he'll become power hungry and then he'll threaten to take over all of Orsinium and rule without anyone's blessing, and then we'll have to stop him and probably end up killing him, and I think I've just spoiled the whole storyline. But also that could not happen. But again, I'm not going to remind you about how I totally knew that, what's her name was going to be a vampire in the Reach questline. What is her name? Begins with a B. Does it begin with a B? Oh my god, what is her name? I've totally forgotten. She's got an, I think it's like a unique name. I think we all know that. Belaine, yeah. She looked like it though. From the moment I saw her, and she was like whispering into like the king's ear, and I was just like, yeah, I know, yeah. Murder someone. Okay, the Dark Brotherhood have delivered their contract from Sithis himself. And I shall fulfill Sithis' need for a new soul. I get it. We all need new souls from time. All hail Sithis! All hail! All hail! Okay. This guy looks unsuspecting. There you go. And even the gargle of blood for dramatic effect. You know, if I was stabbed in the back, I would gargle too. Just cause. Well, thanks for giving me the opportunity, Strong. And thank you so much for cheering 100 bits. Thanks for the shinies. My kill was rewarded with a well, reward, I guess. You know how that works. Your reward shall be a reward. Yeah. Yeah, the words, they all got mixed up. But that sounds right, I mean, I'd take it. And your reward? A reward. You rewarded me with a reward. I did a mod thing. Oh my god, you did. Everyone go follow Strong Boy. I know that most of you are, but for the some that aren't, you should be. I really don't think you're going to regret it. If you like watching me, for some reason, Strunk will be right up your alley. Find the guard, Captain. Same for Solistari, actually. And Inea. Same for them all. Go follow them all. Who else streams? Do you stream? Do I stream? I stream. Follow me too. You can follow me as well. 4 months! Oh my god. This is the first ever hype train. We've never had a hype train. Follow train! Oh my god, we've never had a hype train. There was one time when Eflux went crazy and like did a... There was a spike in like... Never! Absolutely never! I'm telling this story because there was a spike. Remember when we were doing Dragon Age and you like gifted a bunch of subs? And then someone subscribed and then someone gave bits. And I was like, wait, how come there's no hype train? That's totally enough. But, oh my god. Oh my god. We've never had a hype train. Oh my god. Eflux. You don't have to. It's good enough having one. You don't need to. It's okay. Thank you so much. Hold on. I need to catch up for a second. Go back to the Twitch. Come, gather my thoughts. Can I sit here for a sec? Okay, let's scroll back. Okay, Eflux, 4 months. Nanaterra, gifting a sub to Strong Boy. Thank you so much. Solistari gifting a sub to a Sleeping Bella. Solistari's first gift sub. Eflux has gifted a total of 28. Went and gifted one more, and then a bunch of more subs. For some reason that only says one though. Shan Solos, Kirizuto, Cyanite, Professor Twixter, Jack Wright, Cinder-san, Lino, Cryo Catalyst, Vanilla Pudding, and Glasswood Block. Eflux, you went crazy. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone. First ever hype train. Woo woo. Elotron y Elisa Oyale Blessing. Oh my god, and 100 more bits. What are you doing? Don't do this. Gifting 5 1-tier subs. Oh my god. Izzy, I haven't seen Izzy in so long. Nilly, Mouse Tech, Gogololo. I remember when they followed, that was really funny. And Vanar. Vanar's my brother actually. Wow. Got a gift sub, look at that. Thank you, Natera, so much. I can't. What is going on? What is happening? Level 4? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Level 4. And, I mean, the goal has been broken. The goal is broken. I can't believe this is the first ever hype train. What the hell? This is crazy. Level 5, I know. What is happening? What is happening? Level 5 hype train. What the heck? I feel like I just don't need to. I don't need to carry on with this quest. I could end stream now. It would be enough. Oh my god, that's crazy. To get to past level 4 first. Wow. I don't know what to say. What is happening? What is happening? Wait, did I miss something? I didn't. Okay, we're good. I don't know what to say. How many was that? What's the goal at now? We're at 26. We're at 26. And it was only supposed to be 15 this month, and you know what that means. We reached the sub goal for this month, which means more Dark Souls. Which, it's been a while. We still need to kill the Abyssal Watchers. We got really close last time, so maybe we'll get it this time. We got into their second phase, so we can expect Dark Souls hopefully this week. I guess that will be Friday's stream instead of Dragon Age. We'll have to see. Eflux, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100 more bits.
You
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't. I can't carry on with this quest just yet. Can we just take in what just happened? Go away, Bainkins. Captain Jarek. He's not having a good time, but that's okay because we are. I want the Bainkin. Okay, they're not going to stop spawning. Solly! 500 more. Thank you so much. I can't thank you enough.
What happened?
Thanks for sending the shinies.
Meet me there.
Does this mean hype train emotes? I think it does. Be sure to show off what you get. Should be exciting. If you don't have them all already, I'm sure Eflux has them all already. I want to see all the hype train emotes in chat. Eflux, thank you so much for gifting us up to Inea. We must be getting close to like the emote slot now, surely. The emote, right? Yeah? Something like that? I don't know. No, I don't think so. I think that was 35 or something. I don't know where the emote slot is actually. I think it was quite a way away. Clear to say that the monthly goal has been smashed. Pretty much doubled, if you will. First ever hype train on quite an unlikely night. We're at 97% of a level 5 hype train. Now we're at 100. Thank you, Eflux. You just had to finish it off. You had to top it off. You had to top it off.
She killed a Knight of the Flame and stole that armor.
Gods, they killed them all.
Inea.
Those Daedric
Inea,
filth
enjoy your
killed
sub
my
as well.
entire patrol. And they dragged me off and threw me
And to
in
everyone who has
Hermina.
got a sub,
Kept saying
Othron e
Hermina.
Elisa Ayale Blessin. Oh my god. Thank you so much to everyone. 19 subs and 1,300 bits. Choo choo! I love these. Hold on. I got one as well. I got the potion. That's pretty cute. I can't even tell what that is. Is that a cow? Drab has little huskies again. Yes, you do. That's not a cow. What is that? Oh, it's like an old alchemist holding a potion. I thought the potion was like in a cow's mouth for some reason. That's what it looked like from far away. Oh my god. What happened? What was that? Does that not look like a cow from far away? That is adorable. I love this little hype. What? The little alchemist in his hood. That's very reminiscent of Final Fantasy. What game was that? It reminds me of. I played a Final Fantasy game. I think it was 10. Is it 10? I don't know. It was Final Fantasy something. 9. Final Fantasy 9 maybe. It was an old one. There's been lots of those games actually. Reminds me of the hood. I've only played one Final Fantasy game, but thank you all so much for participating with a level 5 hype train. Literally what? And it's the first hype train ever. And look, you all get badges and... Oh wow, Eflux, what the heck? Are these all of the... Do you have them all now? Are these all of the ones that came around this time, or is this like multiple hype train emote events? Those are all of the ones I have. Oh, the cherry's pretty cool. Hype book, love that. Multiple seasons. Nice. That's good to see. I don't even know what this guy said. Well, it's going to take me a minute to process that.
I'd be careful you don't say that too loud. I heard Sabisa was once quite
okay.
I'm just joking around. I'm a happily married man.
You know, underneath all that steel, that
wasn't Jarek in the ground a minute ago? I didn't pay attention to what happened. I think he was in the ground. Now he's out of the ground.
Gods,
clearly.
Killed them all. Those Daedric filth killed my entire patrol. And they dragged me off and threw me into a nightmare. Vermina. They kept saying Vermina.
I'm familiar. At least now you're free. What will you do now?
Why King Emmerich needs to know about this cult. With their nightmare magic, these Daedric madmen could plunge Stormhaven into chaos. But you, thank you for saving me. As soon as I recover, I'm going to Wayrest. I have to warn the king about these people. These supernal dreamers.
Oh, okay. What can you tell me about supernal dreamers' plans?
I don't know, but it can't be good. They're up there calling on Vermina, the Daedric Prince of Nightmares, putting me to sleep and talking about summoning...
That hype train just completely knocked, like... I don't know where I am in the questline anymore.
It's something terrible.
I think they're planning something here in Stormhaven. Am I in Stormhaven now? When did that happen? Am I in Stormhaven? Wait, when did I get to Stormhaven? What is going on? Am I doing the Stormhaven quests? Is this the Stormhaven main quest? What? Huh? I am so confused. When did I get to Stormhaven? Did I just... What? What? Hype train is a time machine confirmed. Seriously? When did I end up in Stormhaven? Wasn't I here?
I'll admit I was surprised he broke up with Sabisa. She's
Did I
gorgeous.
teleport?
I'll say, that's one forge I wouldn't mind firing up.
Continuing the zone, sorry, it's in Wrothgarr. How did I get to Stormhaven?
Sabisa was once quite a swordsman.
Oh, you know what?
I'm a happily married man.
You know,
We were in Orsinium. We were. I think... You know what, I think... Whilst the hype train was on, I was like still trying to like comprehend the quest in game, and I thought I was following an Orsinium quest, but I wasn't. And I think I actually followed a new quest that had popped up on my quest marker and was taking me to Stormhaven. I think that's what happened, and I just mindlessly followed it. Oh my god. Hype train is a time machine. We're going back to Wrothgarr now. I was like, what quest is this? Since when, what's happening here?
Excuse me, remember me? From the Winterborn ambush? The caravan? Hey, I'm talking to you.
Okay.
Sorry for shouting at you. It must be this city. Makes me want to walk fast and speak loudly. Oh, you must remember
Interesting.
The caravan? The Winterborn ambush? Thanks again for helping
Well,
us
turns
with
out
that.
hype trains make me lose time. Is there something I can help you with?
Well, not me exactly. I came to Wrothgarr to elevate my status, and here I am running errands for the orcs. Somewhat ignoble, but what can I say? Anyway, your assistance against the Winterborn and in recovering their supplies hasn't gone unnoticed.
Who wants to see me?
The king himself has requested your presence at his private tavern here in Orsinium. You must have made quite an impression. You'll have to share your secrets with me sometime.
I'll go see the king at his tavern. Okay, let's go.
Perhaps
Once you said first hype train, it was over. I was going to make sure it happened. Yes, we got taken on a hype train to the future. Yeah, I definitely wasn't paying attention to what I was doing in game. Although, is there a pathway that leads to... Does that go to Stormhaven? I don't think so. Oh, it does. That one goes to Stormhaven. Somehow we ended up down here. And I ended up speaking to Jerick. And saving him from something. Just a main quest that I haven't done yet. How random. It might go to Stormhaven. I was thinking there was a path to there. Well, there must have been, because I clearly walked it and just didn't pay attention at all.
What was I thinking coming?
Try the Iceberry Ale. It's delicious. I love this place. Back at the keep, I'm always being pulled in a dozen directions. Fighting over here, debating over there, gives me a headache. But here, I can just eat and drink until I pass out.
This guy's like a child. You wanted to see me?
Long enough to show up. I could have you flogged for that. Ha ha ha! That look on your face, priceless. But I'm just yanking your tusk. I usually never.
As if I'd be scared of you.
First offense.
Is violence your solution to every problem?
It's a good thing I like you, because the last person who asked me these sorts of questions had the curiosity beaten out of him. But I don't want to.
And that answers my question.
That's not why I called you here. Are you ready to listen?
Alright, what can I do for you, King Korog?
You helped.
I pledge my eternal service.
You fought at my side as we defeated Iceheart and his Winterborn warriors. In short, you impress me. People who impress me either turn out to be a help or a hindrance to my plans. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Not exactly.
You could pose a threat to me, but I prefer to consider you an ally. Share a few drinks, like we're doing now. I could use someone like you. Someone to deal with problems that require a more personal touch.
What kind of problems are we talking about?
Clan chief problems. There are still stubborn chiefs out there who don't agree with my vision, who don't want to see our people united. They're stuck in the old ways. Ways that have failed our people time and time again.
Well, looking at you, I don't think the new ways are much better. You want me to talk to the clan chiefs?
You made an impression on Bosrog. Whether he likes it or not, he owes you for helping the clans. The other chiefs respect Bosrog. We can use this whole situation to our advantage. Get them to listen to matters they would normally refuse to hear.
So what is it you want me to do?
No, nothing. Relax. Have a drink. Enjoy all the pleasantries that Roxanne and her fine establishment have to offer. But when I need you, I expect you to be ready and willing to get the job done. Oh, what are those two doing here? Damn it! You two always show up and ruin my fun.
Oh,
Shield wives.
begun to ruin your fun.
Roxanne.
But let's leave the pleasantries for later. We have an urgent situation to report.
I can never tell when you're joking. Fine. What's so important?
The Trinimac Temple has been attacked, my beloved. Malakath devotees have barricaded the doors and taken the priests as hostages.
These fanatics dare to attack my city? My people? I'll deal with them personally.
You will do no such thing, my son. After what happened in the throne room, this is undoubtedly a trap.
I won't sit by while they attack my city!
This problem requires a personal solution, and I have a perfect idea. Outsider, let us talk.
He has 2 shield wives. So, Hunt wife, Hearth wife, Forge wife, Shield wife, Shield wife. We know he's got 5.
My son's bravery borders on stupidity. He would run off and stumble blindly into their trap without the slightest regard for his safety. We must not allow that to happen.
And you have a better idea?
Oh, child, I always have a better idea.
I feel like all of my dialogue options are questions.
Difficult for him to see clearly. His instinct is to charge every problem straight on and beat it into submission.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Know this and often use it against him.
You believe the attack on the temple is a trap?
Wrothgarr and the other clan chiefs know King Kurog all too well. They expect him to attack and kill the heretics, just as the heretics will kill the hostages. Innocent lives will be lost and blame will fall squarely on Kurog's shoulders.
What do you want me to do?
You are an outsider with connections to Orsinium that are tenuous at best. Enter the temple and rescue our people. If you succeed, you save innocent lives at the king's request. If you fail, well, at least the king won't be blamed.
Very well, I'll do as you ask. If I can save a rage-filled orc, why not? Where is this temple? Oh no. Don't know what happened out there. Something fell over. Just taking the elegant way down. Boop.
Everyone, clear the streets and go home. Let the king's soldiers deal with this. Back away, citizen. We have enough to deal with as it is. My soldiers can't do their job.
Citizen, imagine.
Getting underfoot.
I'm here to help rescue the hostages.
Because you carry a weapon doesn't mean you know how to use it. And as you can see,
Wow.
I have more amateur warriors volunteering to help than I can handle. Why don't you just stand back and leave this to the professionals?
Wow, if only you knew what a professional was. At least you can tell me what you know about this situation. I defeated Molag Bal. I think I can handle this. That's very... I mean, that's what I've been saying this entire time. The king sent me, if you don't want him mad at you, I suggest you let me help. I think that's not really intimidating. You know, I'll go tell the king. Like, that's not very... I think the intimidate option should have been, I defeated Molag Bal. We're going with that. I defeated Molag Bal. I think I can handle this.
I think I heard about you. Probably a load of Wrothgarr dung, but what do I know? Still, if even half the stories about you are true, I'd be glad to have your help.
Prideful orc. How could I get inside the temple?
There's a back entrance up the stairs near the Mages Guild. I sent some soldiers to investigate, but they haven't reported in yet. If they haven't barred that door too, you have a chance. Just don't get...
Then why are these ones just banging on the door? If you have a back entrance, why...
The king sent you here to rescue the hostages, didn't he? Of course he did. That's why they recruited heroes after all, am I right? Listen, I have a plan. It's brilliant. Want to hear it?
Alright, tell me what you're thinking.
Those hawkers behind me? Don't look. Anyway, they've been acting suspiciously. Standing around, making shifty eyes, showing odd hand gestures to passers-by. I've read enough Investigator Vale books to recognize criminal behavior when I see it.
Investigator Vale. Who's Investigator
I
Vale?
read Investigator Vale. The book's about the brilliant scholar who travels the world and solves crimes. She doesn't use magic or weapons. Just her charm and her wits and... Look, I'll lend you a copy later, but we need to focus here.
So she's like a female version of Sherlock. It's Investigator Vale. You think those two are involved in the fanatics?
Isn't it obvious? Look at their evil demeanor, their villainous whispering. I bet if we rattle them, they'll run off and lead us right to the hostages. Watch.
Hey Shan, welcome on in.
That should put the fear of Ifray into the survivor.
How are you? Oh, I think you just got gifted a sub as well. So you may enjoy the emotes. You can't just shoot someone because you think they might be evil. I beg to differ. I see what you mean. Go ahead and let's see what happens. What is she? I'll just loose an arrow. That should put the fear of you free into the survivors. Can't just shoot. Can't just shoot someone because they think they might be evil.
Of course I can. I do it all the time. And I'll have you know that I'm right about 50% of the time. Fine, fine. We'll do things your way. But I'm going to keep an eye on those two.
Oh, I should have let her. I should have let her shoot the arrow. That would have been fun. I agree, Anea. I think it's going to be really cool to see her. She seems fun.
Help me. I'm desperate.
That typical quirky character of the questline. It's nice to see her at any time. We're simping over. What is her name? Evely? 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 Everly? Everly? I'm not even sure how to say her name. I think that's obvious from the amount of times I've tried to dodge it. Oh good, yes, I wanted to say thank you. Ah. Like a Everly. Everly. Yeah, that makes sense. Everly. Find a way into the temple.
Thank
Yes,
you're
I think
here.
they all died.
Someone has to save my fellow priests inside the temple. Please, I need your help. The priests inside the temple are at the mercy of these fanatics. Please, I think they want to kill my brothers and sisters in Trinimac.
You know what happened in there?
Malakath fanatics. They burst into the temple and began rounding up my fellow priests. They spat at us and shouted that we were betraying
I just finished Mark, I think Gwendis got mad at me again. What do you think of it? What was your thoughts? I'll do what I can to save the
My fellow
priests.
priests were still alive when I slipped out of the temple. But the tension in the air, I'm afraid violence is inevitable. They set up patrols inside the temple, watching for Kurag and his soldiers. If one of them spots you in there...
I'm emote shopping and there are so many options. Where are you shopping? I won't let that happen.
Holding the priests captive in the rectory. If one of the torchbearers spots you and reaches the rectory, you won't be able to save them. Avoid the torchbearers at all costs, or at least strike them down before they can sound a warning.
I'll do my best.
Take this key. It will unlock the temple's rear entrance. Once inside, you'll need to find the key to the rectory, where they're holding my fellow priests. The fanatic who gives the orders, their commander, he probably has the key to the rectory. May the luck of Trinimac be with you. I'll
Found some chubby
guards
cats,
and try to
and
send
I have a need. I thought it was okay, but I wasn't invested into the characters like others. Although otherwise I may have liked it more. You weren't invested in the characters? I mean, they're all characters we've seen before, but I understand the villain side of it. I don't think I was that invested in the villains. I only got invested in Belaine because I knew her story from day one. I was like, she's a vampire, she's evil. The moment I looked into those eyes. I actually wanted to make a YouTube video about it. But that's really difficult for me right now because I don't have the equipment to make a YouTube video, really.
You and a false king have doomed the priests.
I think Everly doesn't disappoint me in the case of Oblivion. Everly won't disappoint. She won't. I don't think she knows how. Well, they've really overrun this place. Was there no one here to protect it?
How did you get in here? No matter. You'll be dead in a moment.
There's no way he calls himself Grand Fanatic. Cats! Wait, what's that first one? Is that... Nirana, think. Eflux approval, I like that. Also, Shrub deems DC main quest line most pleasant. I think that's so interesting to hear because I think it's the most boring. And I've always hated the DC questline. When you get to Ribbonspire, it gets good, I think. Then you get to Bankurai and it's over again. And Bankurai is like the Shadow Fen of DC. Or the Malabao Tour. I like the Ribbonspire. But DC Glenumbra, didn't like it really. I haven't done Stormhaven yet. Or Bankurai, but I know what it's all about. Alakir? I actually don't know about that one. I have to go and experience Alakir, but I feel like Alakir could be interesting.
There's no need for this insanity. Just leave us alone. Thank you for
I like Bankurai for Azhala. I think that's how you spell her name. There's always like characters in places where it makes it worth it. Do I need these law books? There we go. Oh. That book looked interesting. Old Orc Sayings. Shields. Being a compilation of the oral wisdom of orcs, collected here and recorded by Royald Kenway, who did live among the orcs for 30 years at the start of the Second Era. 30 years? 30. I'm guessing that means 36 years. Something like that. When you smash your enemy's shield, beware the splinters. Better a smashed shield than smashed ribs. 3. Nothing beats a shield for beating mages. Except a cudgel. 4. A shield full of arrows is better than a face full of arrows. 5. As immovable as a stone fortress, a wall of shields. 6. An axe is for cutting, a shield is for blocking. 7. A warrior's sword takes many lives, but his shield saves one. 8. A broken shield provides poor protection. Paint your shield with the blood of your enemies. A strong shield makes an attacker's heart despair. A shield makes a bad plate, and a plate makes a bad shield. I guess they would know. 1 shield is priceless, but 2 shields makes you look stupid. They will fear us when they see our shields. The shield that is whole in springtime is broken by summer's end. An orc warrior has 2 loves, his sword and his shield. So not his many wives. You are the only shield your clan has. Many are the cairnstones of those that went into battle without shields. A wooden shield is better than no shield at all. An enemy ducks behind his shield, cut off his legs. If he lowers his shield, cut off his head. Keep your shield in front of you, and Malakath will always be at your side. That was lovely. If not somewhere, something, you know, it was quite obvious in some places, but sometimes you need that. You don't know. Everly might be reading it. One arrow is better than no arrows at all. The queen, or whatever she was, the redhead who stabbed the guy right in front of me. 36 years. Not his many wives, yes. He likes his sword and his shield, but his 5 wives, absolutely not. I mean, there are 5, you know. 5 wives is better than no wives at all. But 1 wife is no better than no wives. So much wisdom, right? So much education, all in one book. I agree. I hope all baby orcs read that. I would love a quest where you go and meet Investigator Vale. Yes. Oh my god. Please. Can we have an elixir that we can drink and it brings us into a book so we can play out Investigator Vale? This is my official submission. Thanks to Eflux.
I don't know how to
We're gonna get it out there.
These fanatics, they beat us, threatened us. They told us they were going to kill us as soon as the king or his soldiers showed up. But you got in without alerting them. You saved us. The others, though.
Tell me about the others.
High Priestess Solgra and our brothers and sisters in Trinimac. The fanatics gathered us up and forced us in here. But Solgra, she isn't one to put up with such nonsense. She put a blade into one of them and ran into the back to help the others.
Where can I find Zolgra and the others?
I have the key. I'll open the door for you. Find the others, please. I don't know what Solgra planned to do, but she had that look in her eyes when the fanatics started hurting our people. Solgra and the others.
An Investigator Vale romanceable companion. But isn't Investigator Vale, like, fictional? I'm not opposed to the idea at all.
I'll find a way to open the main temple doors and let the soldiers in. Good luck. Get her! Don't
It just ends up being the tale of a forgotten investigator.
I'll die before I let you
Well,
hurt the others.
it wasn't quite forgotten, just they forgot that he existed. They thought Investigator Vale was myth. Turns out he was legend. Wait, what do orcs think about the afterlife? I've never found it difficult to get an orc to talk about his or her beliefs when it comes to religion and the afterlife, as each orc clan and stronghold has a rich and vibrant oral tradition. This should come as no surprise. What did surprise me was how hard it was to form a coherent picture, as no 2 oral traditions agreed on on even the most basic of concepts in this time of conflicting faiths. Vying for the orcish soul, I found many tales I heard to be both extremely moving and extremely disturbing at the same time. Furthermore, I have been unable to locate a single tome related to the topic, or find a reference in any other books or related subjects. The only way to learn about the orcish concept of life after death, or place of reward or punishment in a world beyond was asking the right questions, and listening to the various oral traditions. After much research and countless interviews, I finally uncovered the orc equivalent to the tales of the Far Shores and Sovngarde indeed. Wait, who is the Far Shores? Who believes in that? Is that the Red Guards? It was the only thing that the various... My voice is going. It was the only thing that the various oral traditions seemed to have agreed upon. And through them I have discovered the Ashen Forge. The orcs that revere Malakath, the afterlife promises rewards of immortality, abundant food and drink, and constant battle deep within the Ashen Forge. The forge represents culmination of the three constant truths of life among the orcs. Clans, the stronghold, the grudge, and the code of Malakath. Let me explain each of these concepts and discuss how they relate to the orc afterlife. And it goes on for a very, very long time after that. So they believe in the Ashen Forge. It's interesting, because I've always wondered... Like, I knew about Sovngarde, I didn't know about the Far Shores. It's interesting to know about the orcish version. How do I get back there?
My courage is fled.
I'm actually so confused. And if you romance her properly, you get a little Nancy Drew's boyfriend. You get a title, Nancy Drew's boyfriend. I like that. That's nice. ASMR lawbook reading of every lawbook you come across in 5 minutes for channel points. Oh my god, okay. You want ASMR? For every lawbook I come across in 5 minutes. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't look for lawbooks, because I'll just be here all day. Does it count if it's not a lawbook? Because if it doesn't actually say that it's a lawbook. Investigator Vale! Oh my god, we're reading it. We found Investigator Vale. We found it. I'm just offering suggestions. I mean, you could make it for like 30k channel points. Wait, I didn't even know that was a thing. Suggestions? I had no idea suggestions were a thing. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're new, somewhat, and I just didn't pay attention. Listens intensely, you know. I'm pretty sure I added you on Xbox, didn't I, Shan? Yes, Eflux is hardcore PC. Let me get some water for this one. I will upload this to Twitter and Instagram, and you can have it everywhere. Okay. Investigator Vale and the Curse of Mandrake Manor. You have no ghost, my dearest friend. The culprit is in fact Palwyn the blacksmith. Investigator Vale's words echoed off the walls as the crowd gathered in the library around Lady Mandrake. Hold on, what? As the crowd gathered in the library around... I'm gonna have to... Hold on, you have no ghosts. You have no ghost, my dearest friend. The culprit is in the fact Palwyn the blacksmith. Investigator Vale's words echoed off the walls as the crowd gathered in the library around Lady Mandrake. Gasped. Heads turned in all directions, seeking the accused in the back of the room. The blacksmith stood nervously. A look of utter guilt spread across his face, even as he shook his head from side to side. What are you talking about? There was no way a mere mortal could have caused all this trouble, he said defensively. How could I sneak into a locked room and murder the butler? How could I hide a body when I was in my forge the entire time? You have no evidence, wench. The room fell silent, as all eyes once again turned to Investigator Vale. The insult didn't seem to faze her in the least. Her eyes sparkled in the flickering candlelight as she drew back her shoulders and tilted her chin up slightly so that her raven hair fell across her back. The fingers of her right hand, curled into a tight fist, seemed to clutch something. She made a deliberate show of rotating her fist and letting her fingers fall open to reveal a shiny bronze key in the shape of a skull. "Oh, you have once again underestimated me, dear Palwyn," Vale said. "The evidence is clear as the nose on your face." The evidence is clear as the nose on your face. You were the only one who had access to the skeleton key, the one lost by the Lord Mandrake Manor. Palwyn's eyes widened as he stumbled over his words before collecting himself. He then said, You don't know that was mine. How did you even get it?" Wait, you used me?" Vale's head rolled back, as a joyous laugh erupted from her long, elegant throat. "Oh, you silly little man. Of course I used you. Those drinks we shared last night. I added a tincture to yours that allowed me to search your rooms after you fell into a deep sleep. It was then a simple matter for me to see exactly what was out of place." Vale, now moving about the room and playing to her audience, continued, "Scratches on the floor by the bookshelf clearly revealed evidence of a hidden door. Gloves casually tossed into the corner, stained with blood. Boots caked with grass from the forest where the bodies were found, and this key sitting on your nightstand for anyone to see." "What does any of that prove, except you drugged me?" Palwyn cried. "It proves everything," Vale said happily. "Instead of a ghost, we have a disgruntled blacksmith who wandered the tunnels beneath the manor, tunnels that could only be accessed with this key. What started as a scheme to frighten the blacksmith, and blackmail the Lord, shame on you for that, eventually led to murder." "No," Palwyn screamed. "I won't be cheated out of what's mine, not again." He drew a dagger from his belt and rushed towards Vale. He stepped to the side at the last possible moment, sending Palwyn off balance and headlong into a wall. He fell, his own dagger protruding from his chest. "Murder never pays," Vale said. "Now you'll excuse me. I have a bottle of agua vitae waiting for me. And another mystery. There's always another mystery." Wow. Investigator Vale is a savage. I am appreciative of that book. But that was only Mandrake Manor. That means there must be there must be more. There must be more. The Chronicles of King Korog, Book 1. I think, isn't King Korog what's happening now? Probably spelled things wrong too. I don't think so. Like reading blacksmith as blacksmith. Blackmail as blacksmith. I don't read all that often. Only in... Because like, in ESO quests, they kind of like speak to you. You're not having to read it. Although when I do enjoy a good law book every now and then. It was a suggestion a while ago to start a law book reading channel on YouTube. And to have an ASMR law book reading. Because for some people, for some reason, people like my voice. I've been told a lot that my voice is soothing and nice to listen to, although I've never actually thought so.
Thank you for that.
But I think that's normal.
I thought I could handle them, but the odds got a little overwhelming.
So you're reading it through the enemies so they wouldn't attack you while you were reading. Right? They were all just like gathered round, sitting cross-legged, listening.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine once I catch my breath. Just got the wind knocked out of me a little, that's all.
Do you know what this was all about?
Not exactly. They claimed to be devoted followers of Malakath, and said they were working for Chief Bazrag. They caught us by surprise, threatened us. Did you run into Ugus? How are he and the others faring?
Priest Ugus and the others are safe.
Well, that puts my mind at ease. I hated leaving them, but the others back here needed help too. But I'm still not completely certain what the attackers hoped to accomplish. Why take us hostage? Why not simply kill us and be done with it?
They wanted to embarrass the king.
Spill the blood of innocents and blame the king for their deaths, for not being able to protect his people. What a fiendish scheme. But the king sent you in his stead. Very astute on his part. That decision may have saved many lives.
What can you tell me about these fanatics?
We were supposed to assume they were Malakath devotees, but they didn't seem particularly religious to me. Even I don't believe Malakath would sanction a slaughter such as this. They mentioned Chief Bazrag, though. Said he gave them their orders.
Do you think Chief Bazrag was behind this attack?
I've always found the chief to be noble, but it doesn't take a lot to change a person. His forts ravaged, his traditions threatened. I can see how such things could lead to this. The king and the Forge Mother must be told what happened here.
I like that suggestion though, Eflux. I might have to make that a thing.
Oh, you startled me.
Oh, they're all just cowering. That was a good one. I'd never thought of making that a redeemable thing. That's pretty cool. Where am I going? Oh, I got to the back rooms. Now I need to go back out the other way.
This is the last of them. Let's finish these bastards off.
Spread out.
Oh, I had to go through here and under there, the ruin around. Okay, that makes sense. And out the door. We've got nice voices to listen to you. You and Nara Ealing I could listen to all day. Read law books. We should see if we can get Nara to read one with me. We could go verse by verse. I love listening to Nara. I loved it when Nara did the ESO Law Sundays, I think it was. Or was it Cataday? Might have been Cataday. Law Cataday, something like that.
I'm glad to see you and the priest alive. I believe things may have played out very differently if you hadn't agreed to my plan. But what of the High Priestess? Is Solgra all right?
The High Priestess is safe.
That is good news indeed. I will make sure that a military contingent protects this temple going forward. It will not be left undefended again.
A military contingent?
Increased patrols around the perimeter, soldiers assigned to guard the inside of the temple. The priests will not have to live in fear of another attack, not so long as my son is king. I assume you know who claimed responsibility for this?
The fanatics claim to be taking orders from Chief Bazrag.
Bazrag has never agreed with Kurog. He made threats in the throne room, as I'm sure you heard. Besides, his boldness and devotion to Malakath are legendary. It appears Bazrag wishes to challenge our king.
And if Bazrag is behind this, what should we do?
My son needs to solidify his hold on the clans. All of the chiefs must accept Kurog as their king for the betterment of the Orsimer people. If we gain support of the clans, we can stop Bazrag without inciting an all-out war.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You have done much already. Many lives were in danger, yet somehow you managed to make sure none were lost.
Well, apart from the ones that I killed,
For being so careful with my people,
I'm pretty sure that still counts as a life lost.
we will find you again when the king
But I can see that doesn't matter as much to you. Thank you very much.
Come join us. Are you injured? Should I call a
Thanks to
healer?
our friend, I am well and ready to serve.
Yes.
Ooh,
our
a skill
call for
point. I like that.
assistance has already proven to be a more than worthwhile endeavor.
Did we get a quest?
There you are. There
Guess
you are.
what?
I have
Oh.
another message for you from the king.
It's like repeated. That was so weird.
It's wonderful to see you again, my friend, but I really wish the king would find someone else to serve as a messenger. I have so many other talents that could greatly benefit Orsinium.
And what does the king need this
I
time?
have no idea. Although I did hear something or other about a moot of some kind. I suppose the best way to find out is to go and see the king.
And where does the king want to see me?
In the throne room, up at the keep. Hopefully he won't be
Course.
in too foul of a mood when you get there. He seemed out of sorts when I told him this was the last message I was going to deliver. Either he finds something else for me to do, or I'm leaving.
That's fair. I agree with that. I guess I'll go see the king. May have to do that another time. We're coming up for a time here. We've been streaming for a while and I don't think we're going to have time for another quest. So I may get on to finding someone to raid. And I mean, to be honest, I think I may have already found one. I think we know who to go to. But I thank you so much. Raidalicious, yes, and I thank you so much for coming and supporting whatever the hell this stream was. The first stream back and it was like a total mess, but somehow went really well. First ever hype train. I added actually a goals reached thing down in the bottom. I think it was under the about me or something. I forgot where I added it, but I'll add that in there. I feel like first hype train is quite a big thing to do, and we completed it with level 5, which was crazy. And thank you for supporting the stream and me, and allowing it to go on further. Thanks, Anatera, for coming again. It's good to see your faces. I will be live again on Friday, hopefully. I'll definitely put out a better, well-scripted message in Twitter and Discord. And if you're not following me on either of those things, you should be. If you'd like to keep up with what's going on, you can follow me on Twitter there. We also have a Discord, which is a great place to get to know each other and to keep in contact with what's going on. And I find Discord an easy way to get into people's streams, because I often don't have notifications on. So I can't just tap the notification. I like to go into like the Discord and then click on the links. It's quite nice. You're going to raid. Oh, actually, let's get the raid message up before we raid, because every time I raid, it tends to break my Twitch chat, and I can't type anything for some reason. Raid message. For all of the non-subscribed, please feel free to use the first one there. Just copy and paste it and send it into the Radius chat. And for all the subscribers, you have that one there with our emotes. We are going to raid Miriam Pearl, who hasn't been streaming in a while. So I think it would be a nice surprise to receive a raid from moi, and it's like a once in a lifetime thing. I get to actually do it, so I think I want to go to Miriam. And I feel like Miriam's like one of my biggest Twitter supporters. I'm always seeing interactions from Miriam, so I feel like we need to... This is the least we can do. Okie dokie. I will be live again on Friday, hopefully, and it should be with Dark Souls, possibly, now that that goal was reached. Thank you all so much for supporting the stream. I really appreciate it. I will see you then. It's been wonderful, and as always, good night.